You don't say to mama, you don't read, oh. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality scan, nigga area biafra phobia mentality. See, set Mazin Namdi Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra, Chuko Kika Biama bless Biafra, conscientiousness bless Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Started in 1804 by Utman Danfodio, Rinom go be to Sokoto, Sa Amadou Bello, they massacred the Hausa, Marigi and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom. Jawe must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. 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 Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwu Gika Biama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulani. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling them. Fooling. They killed
Ututoma, my people, don't wapali, I greet you. Friday tar, I greet you, Ututoma. I hear a declaration. Watching again. Ututoma, glad is your heart. My sweet sister with a pure heart, I greet you. Area Chow official. Biafra Chief Gods, yeah, you're welcome. As you are coming in, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's about to go down.
Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Sheikh Gumi, terrorist. The base Sheva Dixon terrorist. Ali Ibrahim terrorist. Boko Haram in the army. Terrorist. They stop the people from farming. Abu Bakr Malami. Mainstream media swamming. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liars. It's a lie, Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra and fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra.
No matter anyway.
This very name of Biafra.
Biafra, 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 Biafra.
Mosai Jaja bless. Biafra. Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra,
They can
Biafra.
come into Biafra land to run them out of do the one land to run them out now. Run them out now. Divided nations playing their blood games against Biafra with the aim. What a shame.
What a shame.
Namdi Kanu says Biafra. He couldn't away. Black people worldwide say Biafra.
Marcus Gaveway, Biafra. Thank you for joining me this morning. I welcome every one of you, and I bring you good tidings. This morning, I want us to see from a very unique angle what is happening in Nigeria. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has always believed in a revolution. And I have come to think about it. There may not be an outpouring or street revolution as we might think in Nigeria. Because Nigerian youths have been subdued. Nigerian populace have been weakened. The structure that is holding them tied them down completely. That the only revolution that has been effectively working right now is the one that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu himself ignited. The one that he has been leading. Even right now, while they are holding him captive, his voice is still speaking loud. And the enemies that want him to be unalived keep failing. and they keep hitting gridlocks, unable to carry out their machinations against him. This very powerful revolution that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who never, ever at any point wanted innocent blood to be lost in Nigeria. Never at any point. And right now, it is so effective that I am beginning to say, woo, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is still leading this revolution to bring an end to that evil country called Nigeria. Because right now, some people that can talk are not talking. People that knows what to say, that knows that everything that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has ever been saying is the truth, that knows very well that they are holding him illegally. They're not speaking. But yet, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu remains resolute, remains studded strong in his belief, in his message, and every given opportunity, you will hear him release that bomber from his vocal cords. This subtle persecution of the Igbo people, of Biafrans, it will end with me. I am fighting for the freedom of my people, and I will not stop. I was watching some videos, and then I keep reasoning and asking myself, what is this uniqueness of this man? That even though they want to gaslight him and gaslight his people, his messages keep resurfacing, keep gingering the atmosphere, keep making people to realize that, look, the earlier you react, the earlier you stand for your right, the better for you. Because if you do not react and stand for your own right, you will be exterminated. You will be annihilated. And right now, it is obvious that it is impossible for Nigeria to defeat Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and to completely wipe out his people, the Biafran people. They will. There's no amount, nowhere, because when they are trying to come from one angle, the whole world will see what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, that is the truth, that nobody can ignore. And one man dared and boldly say this on air. I don't know this man, but he was speaking, and I said, I need to bring this to our people. I want to play this video and some other ones that I will have to play this morning.
Where the case goes, Nnamdi Kanu will not lose in this case.
You're so confident.
No matter any way it goes, Nnamdi Kanu will not lose in this case. Let them jail Nnamdi Kanu. Let us see who will mention APC in the southeast. Let Nnamdi Kanu die in prison. Let us see who will mention APC in the southeast. So no matter any way this case goes, Nnamdi Kanu will be victorious. No matter any way the case goes, Nnamdi Kanu will not lose in this case.
You're so confident.
No matter any way it goes, Nnamdi Kanu will not lose in this case. Let them jail Nnamdi Kanu. Let us see who will mention APC in the southeast. Let Nnamdi Kanu die in prison. Let us see who will mention APC in the southeast. So no matter any way this case goes, Nnamdi Kanu will be victorious. No.
Right. Why did I choose this? Because I remember, in case some of you have forgotten, let me bring this video that some of you may now be realizing or may now be asking questions, and you will be right when you ask, why on earth did Malami come on national TV when after they kidnapped Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and started speaking or using this language that is not the official language of Nigeria on national TV? What was their agenda? What is it that they actually thought they had achieved when this man came and began to speak or began to read in this, is it Fufude language or Hausa language? Let us play it.
Before we come back for a discussion.
Na ainihin tunzura al'umma domin suwa ƙasa zagon ƙasa ta hanyar amfani da kafofi na yada labarai da suka hada da talabijin, rediyo da kuma amfani da yana gizo akan wannan domin ganin cewa ainihin an tada zaune tsaye a Najeriya.
Yes, Dr. Abati, this was a major concern on social media. People were circulating this on WhatsApp and asking why would he first announce the arrest in Hausa language before English.
You mean the arrest of Nnamdi?
Before we come back for a discussion.
Okay, it's okay. You see, at this point, Malami had drawn a conclusion that the project of Islamization, the project of Nigeria becoming a caliphate, a Fulani caliphate, because that time they used to call it Hausa Fulani. But today, because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu had exposed all their evil, nobody is saying Hausa Fulani anymore. The Hausa have since distanced themselves from this set of terrorist sympathizers because they know that their agenda was to eliminate the indigenous people in Nigeria and subdue them and continue to enslave them. You see, so right now at this point where Malami was flanked by the IG of police, you see him by the side there, addressing Nigeria, and immediately the very first language he spoke was Hausa language, because that was the language that they believe was going to be at least the language they will use to control everybody and maybe bring you under another set of colonization. But today, Nnamdi Kanu, who actually and consistently have remained the vessel of truth, the revolutionary vessel of truth, have remained more powerful than the whole Nigeria combined, because everything about them have always been evil, evil personified. Why did he use this language? Why did he speak in Hausa? And this is something that is crime. You committed kidnapping someone who did not do anything only because he has been speaking. He has been telling you people. And today that we are all talking about Christian genocide, he has earlier given you a hint that look, this thing is going to happen in the near future. He even gave hope and solace to other indigenous people, especially those that have already been somewhat conquered by them, which are the Hausa people, telling them that look, there is hope for you in Biafra. Do not think that the Southwest and the Northwest, uniting with the Fulani will save you. There is no way. Their gang up is to completely exterminate you, destroy you, and take over. That Mazin Nnamdi Kanu revolution is still going on. And that is what you see today. And that is why there is no way they will be able to defeat Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have always been consistent in telling you that with the truth, with my mouth and the truth, I will destroy Nigeria with the truth. Because Nigeria have never represented truth. There has never been anything called justice and equity in Nigeria. So that is truth have remained. This video was brought up by someone whom I don't know. I don't think he's an IPOB person, but let us see some of the posts from this particular brother. And actually, who is he? Nedu Ane brought back this video. His name is Nedu Ane. Let me go to his Twitter handle. He brought this in up, and you need to see some of the comments on that. I will need to open this and see if we can read some of the things he wrote here. Let's see. Now, he said, Nigeria Minister of Justice, am I very wide and clear? Okay. Now, let's see. Nigeria Minister of Justice had a press conference in Hausa before English. The question is why? Why? Why was that? Why? Who was he appeasing? Did you think it wasn't intentional? Eh? Islamic jihad is real. Very, very real. That is the reason why you saw the Sultan of Sokoto in a few days ago came out to tell you that in jihad, because he wants you to get used to the name jihad. So when you begin to hear jihad, jihad, you will not say it is a bad thing. He came to use takia to silence you, to subdue you and make you feel, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu are saying jihad, jihad. After all, jihad is not unaliving or doing whatever. Takia. But those things will not work again because everybody is now wise and our eyes are open. He said Islamic jihad is real. And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB, the way this man is deliberately, using the word his IPOB, it shows you that he is not an IPOB member. This guy, I've been going through his posts. He's not an IPOB member, but he has become recently an IPOB sympathizer because he knows that IPOB is the only truth, the only vehicle of truth. You know that same IPOB, genuine IPOB, not this IPOB today. You have a wing of IPOB Nigeria, which obviously we know that they have been done and dusted. You see, he said Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB, and I want to agree with him that it is his IPOB because today the people brandishing themselves as IPOB are now a political wing. Every one of us know that. So the IPOB of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the one that started this revolution, which was continued by his true disciple, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is now in charge of the Biafra government. You can as well rightfully call it the IPOB Biafra government. His IPOB will one day be appreciated for curtailing these Islamists, curtailing them. Honestly, in case you don't know, because that particular revolution that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu started, it is what is speaking volume today. Remember also that during these times, 75 northern groups placed 100 million bounty on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Is Nigeria as a country not a host? How can a group of people declare a citizen wanted on behalf of the government? Is this a zoo? How was Mazin Nnamdi Kanu their problem? Did these Arewa groups ever place bounty on Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandits, and Fulani terrorists that have ravaged their land and the entire country? Did you ever see them place bounty on any of these people? Why Kanu? Kanu is a victim of the Islamic Caliphate's agenda. Do you understand? So at that time, you see them, all of them were all posting all these things, and it was just to see if they could destroy Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this young man continues to write. He said, when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria by the secret police, there was a wide jubilation in Arewa North and mostly among Nigerian Muslims. There was a national broadcast by the Attorney General of the Federation in Hausa and not in English. One day, Nigerian Christians will appreciate Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the only one that has been leading a silent revolution that every of you have now become part of it. Sometimes they raise up one skirmish here and there, and then they try to distract us. You understand? But we're watching them. Actually, I'm interested. I don't know what has become of the protests. What has become of the protests of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu on the 1st of October? I've not heard anything much about it anymore. I don't know. Was that also? So you see, we see it, we know it, and they keep losing. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, his sincere and sincere and clear intervention in the case bedeviling the indigenous people in that location called Nigeria is speaking volume, and it's actually vindicating him. And it is the only one that is so effective up to today. Some people will talk and they'll raise their voices. Their voices sometimes are heard, but they are not sustained. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice remains sustained because it cut across every part of Nigeria. Everyone. Don't worry. Leave the John, Chris, leave him. I've decided not to block some of them anymore. Anya, just leave the idiot, leave the bingo. Let him be shouting USB. If you like, connect everywhere with your USB charger. Nobody cares. Yeah. If you like, we are not distracted anymore. Do you see me respond to them anymore? I don't. Right now we are focused. We are very focused. I saw an exposition recently of Ngozi Orabueze's commander, who was spreading money in an event. Somebody, they said he was a keke mechanic. Then Ngozi Orabueze took him and gave him gun, and now he become a commander kidnapper. Yeah? You are not asking yourself question. Some of those exposés will come. You are not asking yourself question. How can Ngozi Orabueze be brandishing some of these, criminals, give them gun, and changing everything under our nose? That is why when evil befall them, and evil will befall all of them. Anybody working with Ngozi Orabueze, evil will befall all of them because they refuse to listen to us, telling them that stay away from Ngozi Orabueze. Stay away from Ngozi Orabueze because Ngozi Orabueze is a devil working for the Fulani. You see all these people, Malami. Remember, Ngozi told you people that her connection in the zoo, if not for this Biafra thing, that she would have been a minister. But she has a project now to round up quickly to stop anything about Biafra, because she needs to stop it so that she will go and collect her ministerial position in Nigeria. Because very soon she will run away even from America. Very, very soon. She will run away from America. And when Ngozi relocates to Nigeria, she will never relocate to Biafra land. She will relocate to any of the Fulani states in Nigeria. But unfortunately for her, before she will make that move, Nigeria would have been a closed chapter. Before she will make that move, Nigeria would have been what? A closed chapter. Believe you me. So just ignore some of these bastards that are just fooling themselves. I need to just time them out so that they can only watch and not make comments. So some of the things you will now see, I am going to bring a video for you, that some of these things are things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken about a long time ago, but today you see them playing out. You ask yourself, so how can these people, some of these important people, they know all these things, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have spoken about them? Why is it that they still, kept quiet? Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was undergoing some of this, persecution he was going through? Why? Now, he said, somebody say evidence. Which evidence? Go and watch it. I think one of the independent media did that. One of the independent media did that expose. I saw it on the independent media, this thing. Go there and see it for yourself. You're asking me evidence. Go and watch it for yourself. Only that those independent media don't have their time also, because they are just they are just as pathetic as the people they are the Ngozi they are exposing. Now, listen to what Femi Falana, a very senior advocate in Nigeria, listen to what Femi Falana had to say here. I hope it will play. Now, listen.
One man, because this is very important, who started the Boko Haram crisis in Borno State, a governor, Modu Ali Sharif, addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him. Because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003, he had a deal with the Boko Haram sect to get him to win the election. And if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed Alhaji Bugu Foy as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to steal money. So he went back to the camp, the Boko Haram camp, and said, where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them. So he was asked to resign. And that was how Foy resigned from the government of Mutu Sharif. So to say that you don't know them is the greatest lie. I was just reminded this morning by somebody from Borno State that something was missing in my press statement. That in 2013, 2012, October 10, Alhaji Mutu Sharif was arrested in Cameroon on grounds of his Boko Haram connection. But the government here pleaded with the Cameroonian authorities to release him. Because he's a big man here, he cannot be arrested. But 2 weeks ago, a special envoy of President Goodluck Jonathan, Reverend Stephen Singh Davis, told the whole world that Alhaji Sharif, the former chief of army staff, Ian Jerika, and some senior officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria have been funding the Boko Haram sect.
Are you listening to the evidence that this man is throwing into the air? This is a very senior lawyer, SAN, senior advocate in Nigeria. And the names he's calling are still active in Nigeria government. These are the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been exposing. Only that before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposed them, some of them, have not, their names and identity have not been known. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been saying it, that they are opening doors and sponsoring these terrorists to come in. And now, this man is giving you the evidence, and he, as a lawyer, is telling you, look, I'm telling you, you are the sponsors of Boko Haram. Sue me. He said they are threatening to sue someone in Australia. Why are you thinking of suing someone in Australia? I am here with you in Nigeria. I am telling you that you have a hand in terrorism in Nigeria. Madu Sharif, the governor, former governor of Borno State, and the CBN governor, and most the chief of army staff, senior officials, are sponsors of Boko Haram. And he's telling you, if you say I am lying, let's go to court, because he has evidence to it. This was during Goodluck Jonathan's reign, that they were exposing these things. Now, after Goodluck Jonathan, Buhari came, and the evil continued to multiply. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was exposing these things, was being picked up, and then, from Kenya, brought to Nigeria, and through extradition rendition, and the court case has been going back and forth. Most of these popular people are not openly crying and saying, look, this man is actually, the one that opened the eyes of many people. He is the savior of all these indigenous people. If you do not allow him to go, look, because his intention, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's intention, is for the well-being of every common Nigerian, every indigenous person, for their well-being, not for his selfish interest or self-aggrandizement. That's why there is nowhere they can lay any hold of any personal gains he has had or made as a result of his preaching. Unlike most of them, there are politicians that are stealing, building hotels, buying houses, like Wike now, who is already buying houses in America for his children, for his wife, some of them for their concubines. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's only crime is standing behind a microphone and speaking on a radio and creating awareness for the people and telling them all these people are evil and their evil is going to destroy you. Look at all the evidence this man is putting out. Nobody will question him because he's saying the truth. Do you understand? He's saying the truth. And that's why I am very sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one leading this present revolution that is opening the eyes of everyone in the world, including in America. That everyone is now seeing Nigeria for the evil they are. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one. Now, there's another post I will bring. Let me allow this message to finish. I will bring another post I saw this morning. Let me allow Femi Falana to finish talking.
Up till now, the government has not reacted to this very important information. So when you are looking for the sponsors of Boko Haram, I think we now know where they are. But what is very disturbing is the fact that currently Nigerian soldiers are refusing to fight. A part of Nigeria has been annexed by the Boko Haram sect, and they have named the place the Caliphate Republic. As of this morning, not less than 10,000 Nigerians are in Cameroon as refugees. They've left their homes, and we want to warn both the APC and the PDP, the two ruling parties in Nigeria, dominant parties, to stop politicizing the Boko Haram menace. What is required on the part of all of us is to unite and fight this dangerous phenomenon. But to start pointing accusing fingers because a former member of the APC has now moved to the PDP where he rightly belongs. When he was with you, he was not a Boko Haram sponsor. Now that he has left back, he's gone back to PDP, he has suddenly become a sponsor of one man.
All right. So you've had it all. So there's no need to, it is self-explanatory. Let me quickly bring you the post that I saw this morning, which they made about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only man with integrity, the only man with absolute and unhindered integrity in that zoo. Now, let's join in this post. The name of this person is an uncle named Chike. Now, this man wrote, is it okay? I need to bring this like this so that you will be able to join me in reading these posts. Yeah, I'm going to be closing with this. He says, when a man who has never been convicted of any crime by any courts whatsoever, but has under the watch of Nigerian judges spent altogether 10 years in detention, 10 solid years in detention, and these 10 years are 10 years where they have tried to see if they can break him, if they can make him to submit, if they can bribe him, if they can they have made him so many promises, including making him believe that he can become the vice president in Nigeria. Why is open now? Mazi, I'm on a live program. I don't know if you're aware. You want to speak, you call on the other number that will speak, you will bring your volume out. Yeah. There. So, I think a call will be coming in now. Do you see that? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 10 years detention, mostly solitary confinement. It speaks volume. Now, let me take this call. I hope this call must come in on here. Okay. Okay. Hello, priest.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man of God. Good morning. Biafrans can hear you. Give us your submission this morning, man of God.
Pastor Agapello, thank you so much for great, wonderful work. I will continue thanking you because I can only now my baby knows you. Maybe don't Yeah. People don't know what is going on.
Honestly.
But you that know what is going on, that is why you always go straight to the point and be doing the needful. But Odeloge, Biafrans are going to come. That's it. The way they will come on your side, it will be like you're not ministers. Because
Haga mata na no anyi nwa jidi igwu asla kwasi no onye ji igwu ka ewu na-eso amu ahụ vam the egg breaker eji m igwu and igwu anji very fresh and green. I hold am very tight and I am not selfish with the igwu. I am ready to hand the igwu over to anybody that wants to join me so that we will have more people that will come and eat the green leaf of life, which is the truth.
Yes. And if you will remember vividly, did you remember the word of Yahweh? I think last 3 months in our prayer meeting, that I told the friends that Yahweh said, the wind that will blow from the east, it will metaphor to the west, and from the west, the shout of victory will blow. I want you to go and look for that prophecy. Cut it, because it's happening already.
Wow.
The wind that will blow from the east. What is Yahweh trying to tell us is what is happening now. The wave that we are seeing, this wave is a very dangerous wave.
Oh my God.
And nothing will stop it. They say that they don't know the area the Biafrans will believe, or they will go and support and do the needful. They will know it very soon. Just
Oberoge.
Biafrans are going to move. I say, mark it. I told you this thing. They will come massively. They will apologize to you.
Yeah.
Go and write it down. Some will apologize to you. Because why? Emma, Yahweh allow what happened to happen.
Yes.
I told Prime Minister, PM, I said, and it tells me that most of people that received that message, they are now against even the word of Yahweh and against the PM. They join now and be against the PM. I said 99.9%, all these people that surround him, they are not with him. 99.9 is just only 1%. And that 1% is what we are seeing now. But this 1%, the multitude of Biafrans are going to want you, and you are that. I am speaking in parable. Jisike Asunangongo. Jisike Asunangongo. Because of Obeloge, we will know that we are serving Chukwu to Gabiam. And don't even see Yahoku.
He said,
Shalom.
He said, thank you so much. Thank you, priest of the Most High. Ndewo. Chukwu Kabiama bless you. Thank you for standing rock solid for the Biafran people. Ndewo. All right. In conclusion this morning, I want you to see what I have on my screen as I conclude by reading it. When a man who has never been convicted of any crime by any court whatsoever, but has under the watch of Nigerian judges. Who are the judges? Look at the judges here. You see them? You see them? You see this one? This one is one judge. This one another judge. This one is another judge. These are the judges. This one was the first one that handled the case. This one is the second one. This one is the new one, Omotosho. You see them? He said, who but has under the watch of Nigerian judges spent altogether 10 years in detention, mostly solitary confinement. He speaks more about the judges, the justice system, the incumbent regime, and the country than it speaks of the man. Now, you can now see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one unique individual that is an embodiment of truth and righteousness, embodiment of integrity, a man of love and kindness. Nnamdi Kanu's crimes Nnamdi Kanu's crime remains that he stood up for the oppressed. Not only his own people, the oppressed generally in that contraption. The persecuted and the downtrodden. He stood up for Christian communities being wiped out. He stuck his neck out for Nigerian youths. You remember the NSAS? For this, Nigerian judges, mostly compromised by the executive, have been tasked to deliver his head on a platter, but they can never succeed. Records must be kept of Nigeria's callously corrupt and compromised judges who undermine democracy. Nigerians must know them. Biafrans must know them. The world must know them. I am telling you, this line is very important, because if you are following the antecedents and what is happening, you need to take this into record. Record must be kept of Nigerian callously corrupt and compromised judges. One of the judges that tried to exonerate herself was the one of the appeal court, I've forgotten her name, that recently came out and wrote a book and told them that all of you judges are corrupt. And if you do not change, because that lady, that woman, freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and told them, all of them, none of you in this Nigeria, all over, any of these courts, none of you have any right or any jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is discharged and acquitted. Malami was running like a headless chicken, looking for how to stop it. And he succeeded in stopping it because you are where you are in Nigeria. That is why this man that wrote this thing is saying, records must be kept of Nigerian callously corrupt and compromised judges who undermine democracy. Nigerians must know them. All of you, if you have conscience in Nigeria, you need to know them. Biafrans must know them. Those of you who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for and who are his own people, you need to know them. The world must know them. The leaders of the free world, you need to come and be our witness in this. We will never forget. Look at them. Look at all of them. And look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Here is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yohamadike. No instrument of terrorism found on Nnamdi Kanu. DSS witness tells court no instrument of terrorism was found in him. But all these judges, 1, 2, and 3, have decided to work with the Nigerian government to keep that man in bondage. They have decided to do what? To work with Nigerian government to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in bondage, continuous detention, and mostly in solitary confinement, crime against humanity. And it speaks volume. And that's why, even in his silence, without speaking, he is leading a revolution that is gaining ground. And as he sits down and looks up in his silence and talks to heaven, the angels are doing their thing. The world leaders are acting and reacting. Nigeria is going into an abysmal end. And there's nobody that will resuscitate Nigeria. Even those that they said in the midst that are calling his name, but they are fake. Ngozi Orabueze, Ogechukwu Nkere, IPOB Nigeria, they are all fake and being used. But all of them are going down because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with his integrity, will stand supreme, and Biafra will win eventually, to the glory of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. He say. I'm going to leave it here until I see you again later this evening. Ebo!